Round one, and there's a dog barking outside. Okay, and we have the choice, so we'll play first. Yeah, I mean, we keep it. Not terribly exciting, but we're going to start with a Subterranean Scout into Thopter Engineer, and then actually Might of the Masses looks pretty good at that point. Okay. The old Goblin Piker. Oh, what do we got? Jailer? Alright. Not too intimidated by that. Scout. Ooh. Vortex is a good draw. Alright. Let's get Mr. Engineer out there. And swing with these two. I'll trade a Jailer for a Scout. I don't really care. Does make our Might of the Masses worse, but it's a 2-1. I think we'll live. No 3-drop, no third mana. Well, I mean, not highly incentivized to play Enthralling Victor or Molten Vortex, really. But I need to dish more damage out, so I think we do actually play the Victor. Jessian Thief. Alright. So, yeah, I think we just go Elemental Smash for 5. If he Void Mages Elemental, just get to replay and smash for 5 again. We have Might of the Masses, which is pretty close to lethal. Swinging with Thief, which makes me think he has Celestial Flare, so I think I'm actually just going to let him draw a card here. Much rather sacrifice the Thopter. And not really intimidated by much of what he can play here. Yeah, Aeronaut, not too intimidated by that. Prickle Boar is actually just a fine draw. I think we smash with everything again. And then play a Prickle Boar. He can block the Aeronaut on the Thopter, that's okay. I'd rather just push 4 damage through. We're going to take it again. Yes, I'm playing around Celestial Flare, I understand that, but I'm letting him draw cards as well. But we're so far ahead on the board that it would really take like a Tragic Arrogance or something to possibly bring him back into this. So I think we continue to smash with Team. As expected, he did have the flare, which I still think is just fine. So do I Might now? But then he gets a block. I think he's going to block the Victor with, well, I guess we'll find out. We're going to sack the Engineer. Well, guess I wish I'd pre-combated the Undercity Troll now, but this is actually still fine. So go like this. Play a Troll. play a Vortex, and then pass. And now we do block the Thief. Or not, I guess, if he attacks. Right, he can't attack. A land draw means death. Celestial Flares for days. All right. So beat our opponent's Mana Screw as expected. Multiple Celestial Flares, which I think was worth in the end. I think it was worth playing around those. I would have had to have sacked my Seismic Elemental, which I think did a lot of damage. And I ended up just, sacrificing a Thopter Engineer and a Undercity Troll, 2 Celestial Flares, so it wasn't even that bad. We did show him that we have Molten Vortex, but we'll see if he has Enlightened Ascetic. I think he will bring it in. Blue-white does not appear to, well, not enough information given. Assume there's going to be a ton of flyers. Did see Aeronaut. We don't have Chandra's Fury. Jesting Thief is very good. We really don't have much of a sideboard. I guess we have Aerial Volley. That's probably fine to speculatively bring in against a blue-white deck. I think it's going to be a really safe assumption that he's got multiple flyers in there. We don't have any anti-enchant, which is unfortunate because he is running Claustrophobia, but that's okay. It doesn't punish our Might of the Masses. I'm pretty tempted to actually cut one of our Titan Strengths for the Aerial Volley, since I think Might is likely going to be better than Titan Strength most of the time, but that is debatable. I don't want to cut a creature. Right now I like all of our creatures quite a bit. I guess Fire Fiend Elemental perhaps the least exciting on the draw, but our curve is so low that I don't mind having it. So, Titan Strength cut versus Might of the Masses cut. I think I am actually going to cut a Titan Strength for an Aerial Volley. I think having removal is potentially better against a blue-white deck especially, but we'll find out. So, 2 green mana, no red mana, but we have 9 red and we're on the draw. I guess I'll keep. Like, if we find a red mana, we're looking pretty good. If we don't find a red mana, we're in some trouble, but 9 ways to get red seems like it's ideally enough to make this work. All right. Sidearm. Well, Troll happens to be a pretty awesome draw. So if he just leaves up 2 white, I don't think I'm going to attack into Celestial Flare. All right, Water Courser's no problem. He's highly incentivized to block here. Suppression Bounds on the Troll, no problem. Our second Might of the Masses, as expected, should still be good. Really want a red mana this turn. Did not quite get it, though. Alright. So, any land we can play Mauler. Any red mana, we can play everything else, which seems reasonable. Opponent does not have a play. Alright. I'll take the Valoran Wardens. Alright. It's actually not that bad for us. Ooh, Council's Lieutenant. So we really want a red mana here. Red mana is pretty important this turn. Take that out now. Then pass. Not even going to mess around with Rock Smaller. I just want to guarantee we take that thing out. Topin Freeblade, not too intimidated by that. I think if he attacks into it, it's probably a safe assumption he's got Celestial Flare, which almost makes me want to just... I think I actually might go Abbot first. Although I did just play the land, so I guess I shouldn't have played my land. Alright, well, turns out I wanted the red mana anyway, so not a huge deal. We're going to play Thopter Engineer. And we are going to get in with Thopter Engineer. We're going to take this 3 because I think it's a pretty safe assumption he's got Celestial Flare. Guardian Automaton. Okay. Well, we don't need to play any more lands, so... Guess we play the Mauler... One card left in his hand. I think it's a Celestial Flare. I'm going to pass. I'm trying to think how I most effectively block against the Celestial Flare. No attacks. All right. Sergeant and Victor. I mean, I could play them both, but I have to play my land. I think I want to pocket lands at this point. So I think we just play a Sergeant and then pass. Actually, play a Sergeant, swing with Thopter, and then pass. Scout will do. Sergeant's unblockable. Swing with Sergeant and Thopter. Draw my card. Ooh. Might of the Masses is pretty nasty here. I can actually Might now. +8. I don't think it's quite worth it yet. Might seems like something I want to straight up just get lethal damage with. Kind of want to steal something with this Victor, I'm not going to lie. Fire Fiend Elemental, it's fine. It is fine. Let's get in with Thopter again. I think next turn I'm going to go for the Lethal Assault. He finally had enough. Play the Elemental. And pass. I guess I could have played the Victor, but still holding out hope I can steal something from him. Like I said, I think next turn is pretty close to lethal. Oromancer bringing back nothing. And no more plays. Alright. So now we just get to steal Oromancer. Swing with everything. Flare, whatever the weakest thing is, which I guess is his Oromancer. It's less damage, but kind of like sacrificing his thing. He has Disperse mana. So if he's going to disperse something, I would prefer it to be Abbott that I can replay next turn and get a free card draw off of. I don't really want to pump the Rock Smaller if he's got Disperse. But then he doesn't gain the 3 life, I guess. Currently dealing 3, 6, 7, 9. I guess we'll might this. If he has Disperse, so be it. I guess we still get the Prowess trigger here, so. Alright, looks like he does have Disperse, or Negate, actually. Okay. Still pretty good for us. He does gain his life, but we're Renowned. He's left with 1 creature, and we draw cards. And we just happen to have a Vortex in hand, so we're not going to play that. Although, if he has a counter spell... Am I playing around Counterspell or Topan Ascetic? I think that's okay. I'm just going to leave it in hand. We get the Prowess trigger off of it next turn anyway. Alright. Ended up getting the match. Really happy to see Valeron Warden's doing stuff for us, even when it's tapped down. And I'm glad pocketing the lands would have paid off with our Vortex as well, although I guess we would have only been able to do it. Well, next turn we could have played a Mountain and still done it twice, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we'll see round 2.